Hello, hello, and welcome, friends. Welcome to our Thursday night calls. My name is Amber Miller, and I'm so excited to get to share with you tonight because our subject is new income earner sharing shop. So, this is where we get to share how you start to earn an income with Plexus, how you get the word out, how you build, and what that looks like, and also why. Why it's something that maybe you just got products in the mail or you're just about to share and you're thinking this through and like, why is this something that everyone is so passionate about and choosing and succeeding in? And what does this look like for me? So we're going to dig into that tonight. A little bit about my story. I started Plexus 12 years ago now. I was 23 years old, really significant health issues. And so my friend, multiple times, 3 to 4 times, was like, I really think these could help. I really think these could help. Please try them. Finally, I did. Love the products. And then she said there's an income side with it. And I had never heard of a model like this before. I was baking bread and selling chicken eggs and cleaning houses for neighbors and doing all these little side income things. So when she showed me and I heard the stories of women who were earning an income just by sharing these products with friends, like she had shared with me, it just made so much sense. I had a 15-month-old baby at the time. We all have our phones, and I thought, gosh, yeah, like, where's my link? How do I do that? I know people that need these products, and that's where my journey started. After a couple months of learning and sharing and growing, I was able to, continue to learn, and that's the container we have for everyone here tonight. If you might be feeling like, gosh, there's things I don't know, and I might show you some things that feel new or different. And I really want to encourage you that there's a reason that you hopped on this call. There's a reason that you are here to learn and grow, and it's probably because you want something different or better for your family, for yourself, whether it's a shift in your career or more financial freedom or less stress on your husband or your family. Whatever those goals or thoughts are, that's why you're here. So lean into that. My long story short, I was able to retire my husband, or I like to say repurpose. I'm going to stop saying retire. We repurposed his time instead of going to work every day to earn a paycheck to cover the bills. Now we're able to live a family farm life, and we do life together 24/7. And I was able to hit the top of the company at 25 and make that our full-time income. And it's changed our family's life. So when we say we have that for you tonight, that's what we're so excited to share. And I'm going to have Shalom share her story in a little bit, but that's a little bit about who I am and why we are so passionate about this. And excited to share it with you tonight. So it all starts with the products, like you heard in my story. I used the products, I loved them. I was just about a month in and started seeing so much difference. And I knew people who could use them. So I want you to think about this. Do you know people in your life that are struggling with weight or inflammation or digestive issues? My first 3 people who used the products from me, and I'm curious in the chat, what were the people's needs that you shared with? If you can remember or think on that. My mom had hormone issues and she wanted to lose about 40 pounds, and she was already really into health. My dad was a diabetic, and he had been a type 1 diabetic for 25 years, and I knew our products helped with blood sugar. My cousin had migraines, and I saw testimonies of people that had migraines, right? My mother-in-law had hormonal imbalances, and I saw all these testimonies, and I thought, I know people who need this. So it all starts with our product line being the original gut health company, having a product that people need and love. So I want you to feel so confident in what you have to offer. We have a less than 2%. I just heard today that we're actually more to the 1% return rate worldwide. For 17 years, we have held this less than 2% return rate. So I just think that's incredible. 98% chance people are going to love what they are using through you and need it. Of course, our business model is what backs it up. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Starts with the products, but the business model is why we are all here, looking for that something different. What we love with Plexus is that The startup cost is basically your products. When you order your products, you have that VIP link, right? You have products you're using, so there's no cost in that proven product line. I am a homeschool mom of 4 and have been able to build this income while homesteading and homeschooling from my phone, so it's not capped. No barriers, there's no risks. I have friends that have brick and mortar stores, and maybe some people tonight, maybe you have a brick or mortar business, and there's so much overhead cost, and there's a lot of risk and management with all of that, and you're really tied down to it. And with this, we don't have any of those things, which is why you see so many people coming to this kind of business model, looking for something. I had 2 women message me in the last week or so saying, I'm really looking for something from home. Tell me more about this. This seems like what our family really needs, because we're looking for that's something different than just a paycheck, right? So that's what we have with this. So much more I could say about it, but I'll keep going. So our getting started, this is what our ranks, we call it ranks. And I want to talk about this really quick. What ranks mean is just how many people that you have ordering Plexus products in I call it a ripple effect. Maybe because you told your mom, and then your mom told her sister, and then the sister told her friend. And now you have 4 people ordering Plexus, and you started that chain of sharing it with your mom. So now those 4 people are in your ripple effect, and that would roll into your rank, how many people are using Plexus with you, right? On our team alone, just my downline team, we have 32 diamonds at the top of the company, 25 sapphires, 85 emeralds. Y'all, this is a 7,000 and up paycheck. And we actually just had 8 women on our team alone hit this last month. That's 7 to 8 to 9 in that range paycheck. And these are stay-at-home moms. They're, part-time working moms, homeschooling moms. So when we say like we have hobby money, and we also have significant money to pursue for you. So before we get into the how, I'm going to get into the how here. I'm going to just ask Shalom if you would just share your really quick 2-3 minute story, just so they can hear from someone else that has just been so blessed by this.
This just gets me so excited. um, so my story started, I was nursing mom at the time. I was tired all the time. My husband and he was working long hours trying to make ends meet. I was home with the kids, and I was not. I didn't have social media. I felt like I was just closed in, like that feeling of you're just mom, nursing babies, feeding kids, changing diapers, just this cycle every single day. And but we'd get stuff and have yard sales to bring in that little extra money. I would sell things to my friends, like I have a dress for sale to bring in those extra little dollars here and there. And when Amber showed me the business opportunity, I first fell in love with the products. In about 3 weeks, I was seeing differences. And because I started seeing, like, right away, I looked at a picture of myself in my phone, and I'm like, who is that person? I didn't even recognize the girl staring back at me because I looked more vibrant and more excited about life. And so, of course, my story, I was dealing with, like tiredness and fatigue and taking naps every day, and hands swelling, face not feeling that tightness in my face. And that was my story. But I started looking at the products and saw, oh, this helps people with blood sugar issues. So I shared it with my mom because it's not my story, but it was something I had read from someone else, what it could do for her. So I told her about the products, and she started on the products. 13 years later, or 12 years later, she's still using the Plexus products because they work. My husband dealt with massive gut health issues. So of course I'm like, went to my husband's like, babe, this is helping me. Let it help you. And he started on the products. Another one of my close friends said, I just need weight loss. I'm needing to lose some weight. And so I shared it with her. And she's 13 years later, all 3 of the first people I shared with are still using the products. Talk about that 2% return rate, right? And I got a paycheck in the mail. I went silver my first month, which is helping 3 people start the products because I cared enough to tell them and share it with them. I got a paycheck in the mail. And back then it was a check, $100 check. And my husband and I are like, is it real? Should we deposit it, or is this a scam? Are they going to take our money from our bank account? And we were in the hole in the bank anyway, so it didn't really matter. They didn't have anything to take. So we decided to deposit it. And we're like, it's $100. We made $100. And my husband's like, babe, you should do this. You can do this from your phone on the couch while nursing babies. And so I did. And at night, I'd put my babies to bed, make supper, put the kids to bed, put my husband to bed. Then I'd sneak quietly back out to the living room and I'd work for 2 or 3 hours because I found something, a community of women that I loved working with. And I saw myself grow and change. And I went from hiding from a camera to being in front of the camera. And it was mindset growth, uh, like everything. I love it. And it's blessed our family immensely. And I hit Emerald 11 months later.
I love it. I love this part of your story of like, it's exactly what we just said. Using the products, enjoying the products, seeing people have a need, and then this light bulb goes on. Oh, wait, this is something I could build out while doing all the other things. And we have full-time working moms. We Bree, one of our gals, she's a vice president of a school, and she's working towards Emerald this summer. So whether you're on the couch with nursing babies or on your lunch break, we have that flexibility, and that's what we love. And then hitting Emerald, so that's another story. And I love these stories because I don't want people to think, oh, just a few get lucky. That's a misconception out there that you might hear, that you might be telling yourself, like, could that really be me? Maybe Amber got lucky. Maybe Shalom got lucky. Friends, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that prove it's not luck, right? It's a system that works when you work it. So we're going to dig into that and show you. Thank you, Shalom, so, so much for sharing. I appreciate your story. Love it so, so much. So how did we start? We all started with that one person. If you are new tonight, and I know we have some newbies that maybe haven't even sent a cart out yet, you are able to make a cart right away. If you are a customer, you create a cart and send it to a friend. You literally are sending them a link, just like you would send an Amazon link, and they can order right from there. That is going to connect to your account, and you're going to be able to get cash back for that referral. And that is where it all starts. This is your path. 2 more people and you get over $300. I just heard from a gal tonight. She's like, Amber, I just got a $320 paycheck. And that's because she had 3 friends order from her last month. And she's like, what is this? It's so fun to start that way with those bonuses. So that's how that begins. You might be wondering, what do my friends use? What do I share with them? We really encourage you that whatever products you started on is probably ones that your friends are going to enjoy. You have experience with them. They'll probably enjoy them the most. That's the triplex is very common, or our slim, active, and one of our supportive pills. We have different combos here. But if you're wondering, like, what do different people need? This is where you're going to use your upline, whoever invited you to Plexus, and maybe tell them, hey, my cousin has migraines too, or my husband has migraines. I heard Amber mention that. What products would be the best fit? And that's where we're going to be able to help guide you in that. But these are some of our most popular starting combos right there on the screen, and we have all of this info for you. There's 2 ways that we share and get this out. So this is how you do it. This is how we do it every single day, regardless of how long we've been here or been enjoying this. We offer info. So you're going to think of those people that probably already came up for you, that have those digestive issues, skin issues, or maybe just your friends that are also moms that are living the same life that you're living. And you're just going to send them a super simple message telling them, hey, have you ever heard of Plexus? I just started it for gut health and energy. I'm hearing all these incredible stories and I'm already pretty impressed. I thought of you because we're both doing this mom life thing and maybe you could relate to those issues. And I was given some discount codes to send out to friends. Do you want me to send you some info? That's just a super simple sending info, asking them what they think, if they've heard of it, and stirring up that conversation to see if they have any needs that could be met. We have all of these message examples for you, different kind of templates that you could use just as a jumpstart to give you some ideas in our team page. So if you're not in there yet, ask somebody to add you to our Instagram team page, and we have so many different ideas. But that's really what it is, just asking, hey, have you heard of this before? I'm really enjoying it and seeing what they say next. This is kind of the conversation flow we walk through. So take a screenshot if you're on your phone, but we also have this info for you in the group. It's offering that info. Hey, have you ever heard about it? And if they say, a lot of times they come back and say, I've seen it, but I've never tried it. Or, yeah, what is that stuff? Or, yeah, that pink drink, I've seen it around because they've seen it on posts or they've heard of friends using it. And this is where you ask them what their health needs are. Well, hey, so I can send you some information that might be best for you. What are the main struggles you're having right now? Is it the gut issues that I was sharing, or maybe migraines or anything else going on with you? And this is where you're looking for their need. What need do they have that you can help adjust? Maybe they're going to say, yeah, I've just been exhausted. I could totally use some help with energy and definitely want to lose weight. And this is where they share their needs. You can send them some testimonies that we have a whole stockpile for you, and ask them if they like what they see. You can send a cart. And that is as simple as it is. I have this conversation nearly every single day. And it really is this exact flow of meeting needs and helping them see the possibilities of what the results can be. They're really, really fun when you get into these conversations, because this is what we do. We are not salesy, we're service based. Our team is passionate about being service based. I heard it said the other day that sales is not to somebody, it's for somebody. When someone orders the products, it means they have a need that they are wanting served. When someone wants to share their referral link and earn extra income or product credits, they have a need that they are looking for a solution. And you, if you are here right now, you are now in a industry that serves needs, that change mom's health, that change the way dads function, that change kiddos' gut health so they don't have eczema or stomach issues, right? You are serving needs, and it's something to be so, 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 so proud of. And we do it in a service-based way by asking those questions. So if that's been a thought, I hope that reassures you and excites you about what you're really offering. And then the second way, so we offer that info, super simple. We can do it with two thumbs. And the next is by posting on social media. Now, we use social media because it's that layer of exposure, because maybe you sent them a testimony or you shared what it is and they're like, oh, yeah, that's interesting. I might try it, but maybe next month. And they're interested, but they're not quite there yet. And this is where that layering of exposure and information comes into play. You get to share testimonies and what you're enjoying and what people are experiencing, what the products do. The best way to know like what to share on social is by watching a lot of your team members and seeing what they share. Watch my stories, watch Shalom's stories, watch Leah's stories, see how they share, screenshot it, and you can repost those same ideas. And then in our team Instagram page, we give so many ideas of what you can be posting and sharing. If you're someone that you're like, Amber, I don't even post on social media. I haven't posted on Facebook in years. I just do the Christmas and the, happy Easter post of my family. That's all right. We have you. We have full trainings. Ask the person who invited you tonight on how to post on social if you're brand new, so that you can start adding value on Facebook and interest on your stories, and this feels natural. We don't want you to be a billboard that's all, plexus 100% of the time, because we want you to start learning how to show you and being natural and showing up on social and really enjoying it. So we've got you on that front. But that's the second way we share. And the next would be that inviting to events. So this comes into that layer of exposure. You might know already, but one awesome thing we have is every single Monday and every Thursday, Plexus Corporate, they host two incredible events. The one on Monday is all about the business. It's only 15 minutes long, so a lot shorter than this Zoom. And it's something that you can send your husband, your mom, your friends. And what I like to tell people is, I really want you to hear what I am hearing all the time about this, or like what I am hearing on this end, and see if it might be something that sparks some interest for you as well, because I really feel like this could be meet a need that our family has. And invite them to these 15-minute events, all about the biz on Monday, all about the products on Thursday. And they're really, really powerful with their stories and their info. So you have those in your back pocket as well. So on those two things where we talk about sending a message, following that conversation flow, posting on social, that's what your main actions that you're going to do. And then for this part, we really want to encourage you to manage your expectations. I am always so sad when I see people come into Plexus and they're so excited, like, oh, yes, I need an extra income. I'm really thrilled with this. And they send maybe 3 messages thinking that, oh, my mom's going to totally want to order. And maybe their mom isn't interested yet. Maybe their friend is like, well, maybe next month, or you tell me how it goes. And then they get discouraged and feel like, oh, nobody's interested. I don't know if I can move forward with this. So, what we really encourage is to remember that people need, on average, 8 to 12 exposures of something before their interest level is ready to make that purchase. I want you to think, how many times did I see Plexus on my stories? How long was I watching her, or was I thinking about it, or I heard about it 2 years ago before I was ready to order? Your network is the same, right? So we want to give them that same amount of grace of layering that exposure. And while they're building that interest, you're going to go message other people to start the interest, right? So you message the first people, now their interest is building, start a new batch, their interest is building. These people are ready to order now a week or two later. And that's kind of how this cycle and flow goes. And it's really fun to be in when you're in action with those messages and those posting, and you're getting better every single day, right? We're a big community on growth and that improvement. And as long as you're willing to continue to learn, because it's important to you to earn that extra income source, to get into a different position, you've heard the stories here tonight, you know real people that have experienced this, you'll keep growing and improving, and results will just get better and better and better, and have a lot of fun along the way. So the ripple effect of sharing, if you're thinking like, okay, Amber, I don't know a ton of people though. Like, I understand what you're saying about messaging and laying your exposures and posting, but I don't know hundreds of people. Like, I have a really small network. Then this is for you, more so than you even imagine, because that is how our business works. It's not about one person having a massive amount of people they're sharing with. It's about a lot of people sharing with their few. And that's the power of this. It's that ripple effect. So you start with your 3 or your few customers, maybe you get 5 or 6 customers. And then because every customer has a referral link, they're able to say, hey, mom, I know you're loving your products. Do you have any friends that might be interested? Or, hey, Sarah, you've been seeing me share Plexus. I've already earned $600-700. It's going great. You should use your referral link and get your products covered or make some extra cash. And because of the way that we are set up, that is able to pass from person to person. And this starts to grow and starts to grow. And then this, and far beyond what I could ever put on an image, is what your organization starts to look like. What I love about Plexus is it's not selling a ton of products. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to, push product on people. It's just about having people that are enjoying the products that are a best fit for them. And that's what we have here. And to even prove this, this is one of my favorite things to share. This was our last couple diamonds that reached the top of the company. This was last year that hit at the top of the company. Look at the amount of followers that these ladies have. Nobody has this massive influencer follower account. This is a salon owner. This is a pastor's wife. This is a grandma who actually hit diamond twice. Natalie Fuller, she's a double diamond because you can hit it 2 times in a row. I think she's a mom of 6. Angie. These are the everyday people that we keep sharing about, because this is what happens in our industry. So I love showing that. And we have so much to back you up. If you're, I could go on. This could be a 5-hour course where we dig into all these different details. But the best way you are going to learn is by getting into action, right? It's by sending a message. And here we have, this is ready, start now. Here's some of our gals that rank up last year, and some of them are even beyond these ranks. Um, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go message a few friends. If you want those message examples, ask the person who invited you tonight, hey, can I get those message examples? And they're going to pass them over. And I want to challenge you. Like, if you've had the stirring of like, man, I would love that. I would love to make a couple $1,000s. I would love to be able to repurpose my time or my husband's time. I can see this ripple effect. I can see these products are needed and what gets passed on. I want to challenge you to message 3 people tonight before you go to bed. It's with 2 thumbs. You're sending a quick message. You're starting that conversation, planting that seed that can be layered, right? And you have no idea. You could easily make a couple hundred or a couple thousand just in the next 30 to 60 days, right? We have this gal here, Bethany. She made over $2,000 in her first month with Plexus. I think she had 20 people order from her in her first month, and because of the bonuses that you were able to accumulate, she covered Christmas, right, for her family. So many fun things. So go send those messages. And then second is post on social. You could put a picture up today showing your pink drink or showing your products. Y'all, I've been using these for a couple days now. I'm so excited to see what's ahead. Here's some testimonies I heard tonight. I have some awesome codes for April. Let me know if you want to be my product partner and start with me. Just a simple post. We have Facebook post ideas and story post ideas. So if you're like someone who needs a jumping start, message the person who invited you and say, send me the messages and send me the post ideas. I'm going to get on this, right? Because I'm going to end with this. What if, and I want to give you that thought, because when I was 23 and I heard all these stories and the women were passing around their paychecks and talking about what had happened in their family, I remember thinking that, what if this could be the thing that changes our family in the years to come? Right? And Shalom, same thing. What if this could be the thing? Y'all, Shalom's husband went through cancer last year. And her income from Plexus is what was able to cover their bills, their mortgages, and their phone bills and grocery bills back home for kids while they went through alternative treatments in Mexico. Something that she started over 10 years ago, right? So that is the value of what we have here, and why we're so like trying to pass that inspiration and fire over to you, because we know what is possible. So I hope this was encouraging. If there are any questions, message the person. Like, the person who invited you tonight wants to hear from you right away. Send them a voice message. What's on your mind, what your thoughts are, what you want to do, so we can help you hit your goals in April and keep going on from there into next year, into the year after that. Because you've got a team, you've got women to back you here, and we're so excited to support you with that. All right. Thank you so much for your time, friends. We hope to hear from you in the chat. Jump in there what you love tonight if you're in the chat, and support you all during the month. All right. Thank you, Shalom, so much for sharing. Thank you, ladies, for being on, and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, friends.